Kim Eagles here of Kaos Solutions with today's topic, clothing. Where to start when you have way too much. Do you have closets that are bursting at the seams that you just have no idea what's in them because there's just too much? Drawers that you can't open because they're packed full of stuff, laundry baskets lying all over the place, and you can never seem to keep up with your laundry because there's just too much. Look, imagine having a closet that you can easily open, see what you have, and pick out what you need. Being able to easily open your drawers and pick out what you're going to wear that morning. Imagine walking into your laundry room and being able to see the floor. It can happen. It takes a little work and there's some steps that you have to follow, but you can do this. I've been doing this for a long time, and many of my clients, clothing is a big issue. And we really have to start with the system that I use in order to be able to reduce what you have and live that peaceful life that you want and make it easy for you to access your closet. So first and foremost, we're going to start the way to start with clothing, because it's a big project. If you have a lot of clothes, it's a big project. You're going to start with picking a space in your home that I would call base camp. So you need to have a base camp where you're going to gather all your clothes and put them in here. So find your base camp, decide whether it's a spare bedroom, whether it's your room if you're going to do this all in one day, living room, pick a spot. Find a spot in your space that you're going to make a bigger mess for a little bit of time. And, probably if you have a lot, I'm saying 2 days. If you have a weekend to do this, it might take you a day and a little bit. So find a space that you can spread stuff out and that you can gather all your stuff. Second step, gather all of your clothes. And I mean all your clothes. Go find all of your clothes from all the different nooks and crannies in the house and bring them to this base camp. Now, if you have laundry, I want you to start your laundry. So when you start all of this, you pick your base camp, go throw in a load of laundry. So you're going to start your laundry because we want to get the laundry as part of the process. So go start your laundry and get things moving there as you're gathering all of your stuff into base camp. Once you get all of this stuff here, other than the little bit of laundry you're going to be doing, then you're going to sort it out. And when you sort it out, you're going to look at all your clothes and say, what are these things? How do they relate to each other? What goes together? So maybe you have all your jeans together, all your black pants, all your dress pants, suits, work clothes, snuggly weekend stuff, camping things, whatever. I don't know what's in your closet. Everybody has kind of different thought processes about their clothes. It's not always pants and shirts. Pants, shirts, and sweaters. It could be weekend pants, shirts, and sweaters, and work pants, shirts, and sweaters, and things like that. So when you sort them out according to how you think about those clothes and how you use them and how they function in your life, and have those all separate so that you can really see what you have. The point of doing the sort is so that you can see that you have 25 pairs of jeans, even though you only wear maybe 2 or 3, because those are the only ones that you actually had access to or you knew you had. So it gives you the visual of being able to see what is all the stuff that you have, how many of each things do you have, and it will help you with the next step of letting them go and purging what you don't need anymore. And it will also help with organizing them at the end of where you're going to put them. So when you're doing this, sort it all out as your laundry gets clean and as it goes through, add it to the piles and try to keep moving. Put your timers on your or your buzzers on your machines so you can hear when they're done, and you can keep that stuff moving because you want to be able to deal with all of the clothes that you own. Chances are the stuff in your laundry are the stuff that you use the most. So you really do want this to be part of the process as well. After you've sorted it all out, you're going to start with the purge. And the purge is all about deciding what is serving you now, what fits you now, what makes you feel fabulous now. So think about your life now, not in the past, not maybe in the future, But right now, what is all of the stuff that's surrounding you in your today's world that you use on a regular basis, that makes you feel fabulous, that is snuggly and comfortable, whatever the criteria is you decide for all of these clothes, you really should think about what fits nicely. So as you're going through the sort, do you use that do you use it often? Do you actually need it? Is it something from the past that you used to use, you used to need, you used to love, but you don't anymore? That stuff should be able to go away. You need to let go of some of the stuff. To simplify your life, you need to reduce the amount of stuff that you actually have. I know this is very hard for people, and you have a tendency to like, oh, but it's clothes, and I'm a girl, and I love my clothes, and I love my shoes. And it's one thing to love all of this stuff, but do you love the chaos in your house? Do you love not being able to get into your closet? Do you love being so overwhelmed that you can't decide what you want to wear in the morning? If you love that and it's not a problem, then we're done, right? You're good. But if that is bothering you, if you're overwhelmed with too much stuff, you have to make the hard decisions to let some of it go. The last step in this, after you've purged and you've kind of let go, is that if you're really struggling with it, so if you can't do this and you're having a really hard time, then my tip for you here is to get some help. Have somebody come in and help you through the process. It's sometimes a lot more fun, especially with clothing, to have somebody come in, whether it's a best friend or a teenager or somebody a friend, family. If you don't have friends or family who can help you with this, then hire a professional. Call us in, we will come and we will help you through this process. It's a whole lot more fun to be able to try on your clothes and decide what you want when you have somebody there that can kind of help guide you through it, keep you motivated, and help you decide what you decide you want to keep. So it's not about me coming in, or don't find somebody that's going to come in and say yes, yes, no, 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 no. You need to decide for yourself, are these things, do they make you feel fabulous? Do you look good in them? Do they fit you? Only you can make that decision, but friends and family and some good music can actually help the process go a little bit faster. I know the myth is that my closet's not big enough. I just don't have a big enough closet. It's not about too much stuff, it's about my closet. In very, very rare circumstances, that may be the truth, but for most of the people that I've ever worked with in my 12 years of experience, the problem isn't that the storage space isn't big enough, it's that they have too much stuff. We typically use 20% of our clothing 80% of the time. So 20% of what you would see when you do your big sort is actually stuff that you use on a regular basis. The other stuff, the 80%, we normally don't even touch half the time. I know if you live in a climate like I do, and like all of us Maritimers and Canadians do, where you have seasonal stuff, if your closets aren't big enough to be able to have the different seasonal things all stored away, then it's coming up with the alternative of seasonal stuff can go in, a big container and you just switch it out as you use it. Maybe a little bit more crowded in the wintertime when you have bulkier things. But for the most part, most closets and storage spaces, there is enough there. It might have to be reconfigured. You might have to change it around a little bit, maybe put a closet organizer in there. But for the most part, it's too much clothes. You just have too much. And I'm telling you right now, by reducing the amount of clothes you have, you can simplify your life by having that less. You can save the time. You can save all kinds of time. One, save time picking out stuff in the morning because you don't have so much to pick from. And two, you save time with the amount of laundry that you have to do. Less stuff means less laundry. And, in the end, you can reduce the amount of anxiety that you have as well of having to maintain all of those things, all of that clothing that you have. So simplify, time savings, reduce anxiety. What more do you want? Come on. It's worth it. It's worth having a simplified life and having some peace and calm in your life in such a chaotic world as it is. So choose your base camp. Where are you going to start this project? Gather all your stuff, do your laundry, sort it all out, purge. Purge, 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 purge. Get rid of it. Get rid of the stuff that doesn't make you feel good. And lastly, if you really struggle with all of this, get some help. Have some fun with this. Get some help. Get somebody to guide you. Put on some great music and get it done. Get it done. You can do it. I hope this helps you a little bit. If you want some more and you want to stay up to date on the newest blogs and videos that are coming out from Kaos Solutions, sign up to our newsletter, kaossolutions.com/newsletter, and we will stay connected. Thank you very much. Wishing you all a peace and calm life. Thank you.